This is a practice that I would normally do for myself, not normally for a class or in a video, but here we go. Starting in all fours, warm up with cat and cow, lifting the spine up through the sky, and then lifting the head and the tailbone on an inhale, exhaling back to that cat position, just really loosening up the spine, maybe taking a few hip circles one way and then the other. Being mindful about where we're engaging the core. So we want to draw in from the lower body to tone that portion and to protect the low back. So drawing in the lower body, act like you're going to prepare for a plank. And then bring out the right leg and the left arm, drawing the belly in, squeezing from the glutes. Feeling that core engagement, the glute engagement. And then as you exhale, keeping the leg lift. Oh, we're going to reach for that leg, actually. Sorry. Reach for the foot or the ankle. Drawing the ball of the foot up toward the sky so that we get a nice opening all through that hip flexor and the quadricep. And then whenever you're ready, release. Rotate the bent knee so that your foot comes out to the side, knee comes out to the side. And start to make circles with the knee, one way and then the other. Just about 4 in both directions. Make sure it's even. And then from here, we're going to extend that leg out, lower the foot down, rotate our supporting knee, and open up to gate pose. Reaching over, opening up the rib cage here. And then we'll windmill the arms to stretch over toward the leg. Good, bringing the whole body over to that side, opening up the other side of the rib cage. This always feels nice. Reach over, reach back for that foot now. Just taking another variation of that kneeling dancer pose. Really opening up the hips, the heart, the quadricep. This looks and feels great. Whenever we're ready, we're going to release and go into like a little kneeling side angle pose. I think I missed this on the other side, so just pay close attention and maybe add it in there if you want. Then swinging that leg around to the front to find a crescent moon pose. Shift back, straightening the front leg, finding your Ardha Hanuman. Slide into split if that's in your practice. This is where my little one joined me. She quickly got bored. So we're going from that Ardha Hanuman into our low lunge again now. Pick up that back knee and we're twist it into a little Shiva's couch. This feels so good on the piriformis. Come back around and move through a side angle. Again, I was just free-flowing. This might not come out the same on the other side. Go to your reverse warrior, peaceful warrior, back down and around, side angle again, and maybe play around with an Ekapada Kundanasana. My little one trying to copy me. Flip the dog, wild thing. And then from here, take a seat. Stretch over, take a bind around that leg, around the knee. And you'll let your left hand come back to the mat, swing the right arm around, kick the leg through, and either go into that fancy side plank variation, or you can find a fallen triangle from there. We'll lower the leg down and take the pigeon variation, or the leg is straight. Sitting up nice and tall, fold over the leg. Rise up. Pick up the back knee. Pull the knee into the chest, and then extend that leg up. We'll find our downward facing dog split. Shift the weight forward, chaturanga. If you want to keep the toes lifted, you can. If you need to lower the toes and modify, you can. Shift back, downward facing dog. Breathing here, drawing the belly up and in, and focus on the hamstrings. And as you're focusing on the hamstrings, now trying to stretch them out, think about strengthening your triceps. Lower the forearms down to the mat, and then this is where we can maybe play around with a forearm stand. Love to be playful in my practice. Test my limits. Bring those legs down. Move from your dolphin down into a little child's pose. Breathing here, catching your breath after that inversion. Little one is rolling up her mat now. Bye-bye. Okay, and then come on up. Make your way into a camel. Breathing here, mindfully tilting the head back. Love that nice heart opener. Come down into a kneeling position and make your way into tabletop. From your tabletop, we're going to repeat this on the other side. Again, I was free-flowing, and I don't know if it's going to be exactly the same, but just move and breathe. Extend your left leg and your right arm out. Reach around for the foot or the ankle. Nice, stretching out. Extend the leg back behind you. Oh, we're going to take those circles, actually. Taking those circles here in the knee before we extend the leg back and go to our gate pose. Extend the leg back, open up to the side for your gate pose, reaching your left arm up overhead and then circling around, bring the right arm overhead. Again, it should feel so nice, opening up the rib cage there. Windmill around. Catch the foot or the ankle for another kneeling dancer variation. Make your way into a low lunge. And we'll shift our weight back to find that Ardha Hanuman. Again, if the full split is within your practice, go ahead and take it here. Challenge yourself. Stretch out nice and long. If it's not within your practice, stay in the Ardha Hanuman. You're still getting a wonderful hamstring stretch. I personally love stretching my hamstrings out in Ardha Hanuman. Sometimes I feel it more than a regular split. Good. Inhale, rise up. If you were in your split, make your way back to Ardha Hanuman. Find that low crescent moon again. Pick up the back knee. Rise up. Opening to that warrior two. Windmill into reverse warrior. Arms windmill around. Finding your side angle. Opportunity to play with your Ekapada Konasana right here. Picking up those legs, floating up. If that's within your practice, send that leg up to your downward dog split. And pull the knee into the chest and twist into that Shiva's couch now from that low lunge. Getting right into the piriformis. Send that leg right back, finding your downward dog split. Bend through the knee, flip your dog. We'll come to take that seated bind. Take a seat, fold over, bind around the leg. And bring it back around. Kick it through for fallen triangle or your side plank variation. Lowering into your straight leg pigeon. Fold over the leg, get that nice stretch. You're amazing. Bring your leg right back up. Downward dog split once again. Nice. You can lower your foot down, finding your dolphin again, and maybe playing around with your forearm balance. Walking the feet in, stepping up one leg and then the other. Playing around with that balance here. Maybe you keep the legs stacked. Maybe you bring them together. Maybe you're just chilling in your dolphin variation of down dog. No judgment. Carefully lower the feet down. Find your child's pose. Take a few breaths. Again, that heart rate's probably lifted right now. Elevated. Fitting as we're elevating ourselves through this practice. From our child's pose, remember your camel. So we'll come into camel, mindfully tilting the head back. This time I have a little different plan for your camel. Secure your hands down to the floor off of your feet if that is available to you, and take your feet out from underneath you, finding your reverse tabletop. And come to seated in a Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of the feet together. Walk your hands out. This is like a really casual Baddha Konasana. We just want to feel that stretch all over. Okay. From our Baddha Konasana, we'll open the legs out into a straddle. This one, you might want to just bring the legs right behind you, but if this is, all right, straight legs first, actually, and fold over, and then the straddle. But whenever we find that straddle, you might want to bring your legs just right back behind you. We're going to make our way to our bellies from here. If you are very open in the hips, you might try this. You can open the legs to a straddle and then walk your body through so that we're sliding through that straddle all the way down onto the belly. And we're going to just rotate side to side by bringing the legs, the feet behind us, knees up to the sky, alternating here. A nice little hip and shoulder opener before we move on. Press yourself up. We're going to slide our feet up. Maybe you can zombie press all the way up to your forward fold, or maybe you just go to your down dog like I did. Roll your spine forward, pick up the hips and roll it back. Keeping the core drawing in, nice, nice, rolling back. No, there's nothing wrong with my back. I'm just arching through the upper back to feel that nice stretch between my shoulders. And then now from here, step one foot up, and then the other, we're coming into a malasana. Hips down, chest up, elbows to the insides of the knees, sitting down into that low squat. Take your hands down and take them right underneath your hips, making your way into your Titibhasana or your dragonfly pose, firefly, sorry. Bringing the legs out. And then bring the feet together so that you can go right into a forward fold from there. I know these are some strange transitions. This is how my practice usually goes when I have no one else to teach but myself. Roll your spine up, one vertebrae at a time. Bring the arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, lower the arms. Draw your knee into your chest. Good. Circle at the ankle. And then we're going to take a little revolved balance here. Extending the leg out. Find that standing balance. And then switch hands, switch the grip. Grabbing hold of the big toe. Come down into your little pistol squat. A little weeble wobble there. It's okay. From there, we're going to start to kind of straighten through the bottom knee and then shift your right leg back behind you, finding a warrior one. Hover just over your front leg and make your way to warrior three. Okay, even more balancing. Our right leg is going to come forward as we sweep it through and bend right back into our left leg, going back into that pistol squat again. I wobble, you might wobble, it's okay. We're going to sit down and swing the legs around to a straddle. So from your straddle, you're going to turn your body and find a split. Once again, if split's not in your practice, you can modify. You can skip the split. Bring the leg up. That's your right leg. Chaturanga, back to your downward facing dog. Roll your body forward. Find that plank. I'm going to take a few more rolls right there because they feel good. And step your feet back up to your malasana. From here, we're going to take the triceps underneath the legs again and make our way into the firefly pose. Same thing all over again. The feet come together. We unwrap the arms, find a forward fold, rise up to standing, and this time we take our balance with our left leg. So you can do all this in your own time. From here, lower down into your pistol squat after switching your gripping hand. So I went from the right hand to the left hand, still with the left foot, lower down pistol squat. Weight into that right foot, start to straighten through it slightly. Bend your left knee into the chest and send it on back for your warrior one. From your warrior one, airplane the arms, hover above your leg, and find your warrior three. From that warrior three, we'll sweep the left leg back through, supporting ourselves with our right leg, lower back down to the pistol squat, and then sit down, open up to your straddle, enjoy that straddle stretch. Roll the body, till we get into our forward facing split. Nice. Slide your left leg back up into down dog split. Chaturanga down. Again, you can always put those toes down. They don't have to stay floating. From there, we're going to roll the spine a few more times from the down dog and the plank. Hop the feet up to the top of the mat. Sit the bottom down. Find boat pose. Core is engaged. Draw your lower belly up and in to the spine. And then exhale, lower down, low boat. Inhale, high boat. Hold it, hold it. And using your abdominals, slowly lower down all the way to the mat for Savasana. You can rest here with me for a little bit. You can pause the video for as long as you need. Just let go of anything that doesn't serve you in this moment. Let your whole body melt into the mat and completely relax. Thank yourself for showing up on the mat today, and I congratulate you for making it through this video. The light in me recognizes and honors the divine light in all of you. Completely relax. Whenever you're ready to come out of Savasana, make small movements with the body. Hug the knees into the chest. Namaste, yogis. Much love.